Alright, hello everyone, my name is Denizen and welcome to this quick tutorial video on how to unify Japan in EU for the Cossacks. We will be playing as the shogunate Japan itself and not as one of the daimyos, but this video might still be useful if you're playing with a daimyo instead. Right, let me just quickly state that this is not the only way to achieve unification of Japan, but rather a summation of how I usually do it and what I learned in my own personal Let's Play with Japan in the Cossacks. I'll put a link to that Let's Play in the description. Right, so this is Japan's starting position in 1444. Our goal will be to reach the national decision Japan is united, rather than unite Japan. Because this will offer us a bigger bonus. As you can see, there's quite some monarch points involved there. This means that the country will be formed once all provinces here are ours, rather than us forming the country when we have 15 cities. So we will have to be a bit more patient, but we will receive bigger benefits because of it. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of daimyos. This is us here, Japan. These daimyos are our vassals, but most importantly, they can actually go to war with each other. Okay, so I like to use three main ways to annex these daimyos and their provinces. There's diplomatic annexation, enforced peace, and baiting independence war. Okay, so first off, there is diplomatic annexation, or diplo-annexing. Now, the way this works is that you have to be the leader in a vassal relationship for at least 10 years, and a relationship of 190 or higher. As you can see, this is now at 75. Lastly, their liberty desire of the daimyo should actually be lower than 50, as you can see here. For now, liberty desire is quite low for all of our daimyos, so we would ideally be able to annex them all. If these conditions are met, you can start the annexation process, which will take some time, and then that country will actually become part of your country. Now, what I like to do here is to pick one of the larger daimyos, as they might be quite powerful, that also has a low liberty desire, and then start improving relations with them and royal marriage them as well. For example, you've got Hosokawa, which sometimes works well, although it starts off with a high liberty desire here. And Imagawa and Date would also work well. We've got Date here, for example, and Imagawa is here, I believe, yes. Secondly, and this is probably even more important, there is the option to enforce peace. This means that we can jump in a war between two daimyos, being the shogunate, to enforce the peace. In this example, Shiba has actually declared war on Date. So let's see. We can enforce the peace here by actually going to Shiba and then enforce peace under influence actions. We can offer to enforce the peace, which won't be accepted by Shiba because they have just started the war. They don't like to end the war. Desire for peace is at minus 61. So they won't accept. We will send this, and as a result, we will jump in the war on the side of Date. Let's take a look at how that looks. There we go. We bring serious news to your court. Shiba rejected our enforced peace proposal. Also, we are now in control of the war because of our power. As you can see, all our daimyos jumped in on our side because they are our vassals after all, and Shiba is now all alone. Now, sometimes there will also be allies on the side of that particular daimyo, but for now Shiba is on its own. If we win this war, we can then just easily annex Shiba's territories. For example, they've got some territories here, so that is quite impressive. And another quick note on enforced peace, you can also separate peace out any allies that might be in the war. So say that Date would have had some allies here, you can just separate peace them out for even more provinces or other benefits. Lastly, there is the baiting and independence war. This is where you make the daimyo so unsatisfied with life that they will actually declare war on you, allowing you to annex them in a peace deal. This is almost sure to happen when their liberty desire is at 100%. And baiting a war is particularly handy when you can't get to them using the other two ways, and you don't want to break vassalization yourself because of the penalties involved. Right, so the way you do this is as follows. You go to your subjects overview, right here. And then click on interactions for that particular daimyo. For example, Yusegi has a high liberty desire right now. And then you can just do whatever you want to see if you can increase their liberty desire. For example, you will place your own dynasty on their throne, changes liberty desire by 25%. And there you go, they are now at 100%. And if you're somewhat lucky, then they will declare an independence war against you, and you can actually annex them. Right, and here are some other small tips as well. You want to set your monarch focus to administrative points here using this button. You will need these for all the coring that you will be doing. And also save up points for making cores as well, and don't spend them too much on other stuff like technology or stability. Also, you will want to do some research into aggressive expansion and especially overextension. As you will be doing a lot of conquering, your overextension will rise quickly, which can lead to, for example, a civil war firing, which you can find here. There's some disasters that might be looming here. Alright, you can also break vassalization with a daimyo in order to be able to fabricate claims on them and then declare a war. And the way you do this is you go to diplomacy and then break vassalization. However, remember that there's a truce period for 15 years before you can actually attack them. And after you've broken the vassalization, you will also gain a penalty of 25 prestige. You will also want to pay attention to timing your diplo annexations. Liberty desire of other daimyos will rise when you annex a daimyo. Even if you already started annexation, the process will pause when liberty desire goes over 50. Probably it's a good idea to first annex a daimyo that is closest to liberty desire 50. Okay, and one final tip here: if you're waiting on truces to expire or relationships to increase before you can start annexation, you can always focus your attention towards these Ryukyu Islands or the Anyu up north. Those are not daimyos, so you can just declare war upon them by fabricating a claim and so on. That will keep you busy for a while. Right, that's about it. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you liked the video and would like to see this process in action, then please check out my EU4 The Cossacks Let's Play, where I'm playing with Japan and start off by actually unifying the country as well. If you have any comments or questions, or if something is incorrect in this video, then feel free to comment down below and I'll be sure to amend it with an annotation. So thank you guys for watching and see you in the next video. Thank you, bye bye.